Before we get started, I would appreciate if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.
Welcome back to my channel. Today in this video I want to talk about the cryptocurrency Digibyte. I don't know if you've noticed, but these last few weeks it's been really performing very well. As you can see on this chart, it's gained quite some momentum, and I think it's increased around 930% in value, and its ranking on CoinMarketCap has jumped from around 50 something to now rank 35, which means its market cap has increased quite well as well. So I want to talk about Digibyte and the fundamentals of Digibyte and what really makes Digibyte a good coin. What are the facts that make Digibyte stand out compared to the other altcoins in the market, and what differentiates Digibyte from Bitcoin. Now, I love Bitcoin. It's the king when it comes to the cryptocurrency space. I have sort of become somewhat of a Bitcoin maximalist, but at the same time, there is a percentage in me that appreciates good quality altcoins. I don't believe that it's not possible for there to be a successful altcoin alongside Bitcoin, because Bitcoin does have disadvantages. It's not basically 100% perfect. So there is room for alternative coins that can be just as successful alongside Bitcoin. Now, as for the rest of these altcoins, I think majority of them are garbage and rubbish and nonsense. And what I see happening in the future as time goes by is that a lot of these altcoins would lose their market cap as money starts flowing into Bitcoin, and maybe a select few altcoins would survive, and majority of them are just going to die out and go to zero and go to nothing, because they have no real use case, no real purpose. They are just there and they are not needed. I mean, we don't really need so many cryptocurrencies, do we, to make payments with? A few probably, but not so much. And a lot of these cryptocurrencies are just a waste of space, really. So obviously I don't think Digibyte is one of those coins. I believe Digibyte is one of those altcoins that has the potential to stand out and be a top 10 coin one day, and also be a coin in the future that has good growth ahead of it. So let's talk about Digibyte and what differentiates Digibyte from Bitcoin. First of all, you'd have to understand some of the flaws in Bitcoin to appreciate Digibyte. Now, what are the setbacks? What problems do we have with Bitcoin today? These are the main problems we have with Bitcoin, and that's scalability. It's really hard for Bitcoin to scale, because as it scales, when there's a lot of people using the network, you tend to find that it slows down the block confirmation time. So that means it slows down the amount of time it takes for transactions to confirm on the blockchain network. So that slows down. On average, it's about 10 minutes. But as the network becomes congested and busy, it can take longer. So people could be waiting for 60 minutes for a transaction to confirm, and that's a very long time. And also the transaction fees. When the network is busy, the transaction fees that you pay to send Bitcoin increases, because everybody is competing for block space to have their transaction included in the next block that's going to be mined. And with Bitcoin, the block space is limited, so everyone is competing for this limited space. It's a supply and demand issue, and this causes the transaction fees to increase, because the higher you pay, the more incentive the miner has to include your transaction in the next block so that they can confirm your transaction. These are the main things of Bitcoin: is transaction speed and block confirmation time. Sorry, transaction speed, which is basically as a result of block confirmation time, and the fees. So these are the main setbacks with Bitcoin. this is the problem it has with scalability because of those two issues. Now if you understand that, when we go into Digibyte, you would see what makes Digibyte a very good and innovative blockchain. Also, you would see how Digibyte technically, the tech-wise, is more superior than Bitcoin. But I like to say that Digibyte is what Bitcoin should be today. If Bitcoin was Digibyte today, then there would really be no other coin out there that I really see giving Bitcoin any challenges in the future. It really would have set the mark high, but as a result of Bitcoin's scalability issues, it leaves room for other cryptocurrencies, other altcoins to step up to the mark and to be able to compete with Bitcoin in that regard. So this is the Digibyte website. I do recommend you to go check it out. It's digibyte.io to learn more about Digibyte. And as you can see on the website, it is in bold, it tells you that Digibyte is more secure, is faster, forward thinking. Digibyte is more than a faster digital currency. It is an innovative blockchain that can be used for digital assets, smart contracts, decentralized applications, and secure authentication. So what you need to understand is that Digibyte can do everything that Bitcoin does. If you look at Bitcoin as a blockchain technology, when it comes to the characteristics and traits that it has, such as it's decentralized, Bitcoin is permissionless. You don't need permission to use its blockchain. It's immutable. You cannot change You cannot change what's on the ledger. The ledger is public. It's peer-to-peer, and it's borderless. It's censorship resistant. All these are some of the characteristics that makes Bitcoin blockchain great. What people like about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Now, Digibyte has all of those the same characteristics. Digibyte is permissionless, censorship resistant, immutable, borderless, peer-to-peer, and so on. So Digibyte has everything that Bitcoin has to offer, but more. It's more innovative. And we're going to talk about that now when we go into some facts about Digibyte. So in this video, we're going to go through some facts about Digibyte that you may not know. And let's get started. So this should give you a better understanding of Digibyte as a cryptocurrency, as a blockchain, its features, and how it differentiates itself from Bitcoin. So Digibyte is the longest UTXO blockchain on the planet. So Bitcoin, Litecoin, these are all UTXO blockchains, and Digibyte is the longest out of all the UTXO blockchains on the planet. It has the longest chain compared to all the other chains. Just a little interesting fact. Digibyte can currently handle 560 transactions per second. I believe it's possibly more now. 560 transactions per second is more now, but compare that to Bitcoin. Even if it is just 560 transactions per second, Bitcoin on average per second can only handle, I think it's 3 to 5 transactions or 3 to 7 transactions per second. So just look at that. Digibyte can handle 560 transactions per second, and Bitcoin can handle 3 to 6 transactions per second. And they said currently, because this was at the time it was made, now they can handle more transactions per second, and that's one fact about Digibyte. So that's another important thing, because more transactions can be fitted into the Digibyte block than can be fitted into Bitcoin. So this also can help reduce the fees of Digibyte, unlike Bitcoin, because of the limited space. When it's processing more transactions, the fees increases in order to get your transaction within the block. So Digibyte is 100% proof of work and uses 5 mining algorithms. Now Bitcoin only uses 1 mining algorithm, and that is SHA-256. Digibyte, which is also proof of work like Bitcoin, uses 5 mining algorithms. So what does that tell you about the Digibyte blockchain? It's more secure than Bitcoin's, because in order to do a 51% attack, for instance, on Bitcoin, you only have to attack 1 mining algorithm. With Digibyte, you have 5 mining algorithms, and each algorithm is 20% each, contributing to the network. When it's mining, they get 20% chance of each algorithm has to get the mining reward. And it could go to any one of those miners from those different algorithms. So it's more secure as a blockchain when you have multiple algorithms, because to do a 51% attack, an attacker would have to have, I think I read somewhere, 93% in one algorithm and over 50% in the other four, something like that. It's much more difficult. It's more secure compared to Bitcoin, where an attacker just has to have 51% in that particular single algorithm. So Digibyte has multiple algorithms. Digibyte has real-time difficulty adjustment, and this is a really cool feature of Digibyte, is that it has real-time difficulty adjustment. And what this is that when people are mining, if you're mining something like Bitcoin, for instance, the difficulty adjusts based upon the amount of hash power there is. So if the hash power quickly increases on a network, it has to get more difficult in order to make the block confirmation time still be around 10 minutes rather than less. So in Bitcoin, the block confirmation time is every 10 minutes a block is mined. Now, if there's a lot of miners and the hash power increases, to still keep the time frame at 10 minutes, the difficulty has to increase in order to solve the block puzzle. So what happens is, if the difficulty increases and then all those miners drop out, it takes time now for the difficulty to adjust itself. With Bitcoin, so there's a delay, and this can cause problems where it's harder to solve the block puzzle, and there's not even enough hash power directed to it because miners have jumped in and dropped out. Whereas with Digibyte, there's real-time difficulty adjustment. So if there's a lot of miners that jump onto the network, the difficulty to solve the block puzzles would adjust itself accordingly in real time. And if miners were to drop out, then the difficulty to solve the block puzzle would also adjust itself accordingly in real time. And this is better for the network when it comes to mining as well. So this is what we have with Digibyte, and we don't have that with Bitcoin, any real-time difficulty adjustment. There's usually a delay in Bitcoin when it comes to adjusting for the difficulty in solving the block puzzle. So Digibyte is faster than Bitcoin, Western Union, and PayPal combined. That's an interesting fact. Digibyte is 40 times faster and 5 times more secure than Bitcoin. Now, the reason why it's 5 times more secure than Bitcoin, because it has 5 algorithms in order to mine Digibyte, whereas Bitcoin only has 1. So it's more secure in that regard, and it's 40 times faster than Bitcoin because it can process more transactions per second than Bitcoin can. So just think about this. When it comes to, if you are a merchant and you're going to think of accepting a cryptocurrency as payment, you want to have something whereby the transactions are confirmed more or less instantaneously. You don't really want to be waiting for 10 minutes minimum in order for the transaction to confirm. It's just not ideal, it's just not convenient, and this is one of the setbacks when it comes to Bitcoin being used as an actual currency, and has become maybe one of the selling points where Bitcoin is now considered as a store of value, or something like digital gold, as a safe haven rather than an actual currency that people would use on a day-to-day basis. Whereas Digibyte can fulfill that market because it's fast and it's secure. So this is a benefit of Digibyte. The Digibyte supports Mac OS, Windows, Linux, or Linux. I'm not even sure how you pronounce that. No worries. Android, iOS, hardware wallets. So Digibyte is on all the main systems. Digibyte was created in 2014 and has implemented Digi-Shield, multi-algo, multi-shield, and Digi-Speed since. Now these are the things, some of the advances that Digibyte has made on their blockchain. As you can see, they're very forward thinking, they're very innovative. The developers on Digibyte, when it comes to improving Digibyte, making it better, enhancing it. And the multi-algo is the multi-algorithm that it has in order to mine Digibyte. Multi-Shield and Digi-Shield. I think Multi-Shield is a advancement from Digi-Shield or one or the other. But anyways, this is to do with the real-time difficulty adjustment, and Digi-Speed is what makes Digibytes faster. So this enables Digibyte to process more transactions as time goes by as a result of the block size doubling. So Digibyte was the first blockchain to successfully implement SegWit. So we know SegWit was one of those things that was offered or made or suggested in order to help reduce the transaction fees by making more space within a block so that more transactions can be added to the block. As a result, if there's more space, then there's less fees that can be used. It reduces the fees because there's more space. So more supply basically for the demand of block space. So SegWit has helped reduce the transaction fees when it comes to Bitcoin now, because Bitcoin also has implemented SegWit, but Digibyte was the first blockchain to successfully implement it. Again, it just shows how innovative and how forward-thinking they are, and how they are always evolving on the tech front. And that's one of the things I love about Digibyte. They are constantly just pushing the boundaries. Now, Digibyte is very hard to manipulate with 51% attacks because of its multi-algo and multi-shield forks. So it's hard to attack Digibyte with a 51% attack because it has multiple algorithms, and the multi-shield is the real-time difficulty adjustment as well. Whereas Bitcoin is technically, it'll be easier to do a 51% attack if you were to do it because of a single algorithm. Even though, because of game theory, it makes it less likely for a miner to attack Bitcoin with a 51% attack, or Digibyte, to be honest, because with game theory, miners are incentivized for following the rules rather than breaking them. Game theory ensures that miners would be more inclined to follow the rules instead of wanting to break the rules and go rogue and attack the network with a 51% attack. And Digibyte also has the same principles of game theory, just like Bitcoin and most of the other decentralized cryptocurrencies out there as well. So Digibyte will reach 280,000 transactions per second in 2035, and this is possible with Digi-Speed, because with Digi-Speed, the block space increases, I believe, every 4 years. So by the time 2035 comes, technically speaking, Digibyte should be able to process 280,000 transactions per second. It'll be interesting to see whether this can actually be done, but imagine this is possible, then it really does put Digibyte on a whole different level compared to Bitcoin, because by 2035, I doubt Bitcoin would be able to process anywhere near this amount of transactions. And that's what, 15 years from now, Bitcoin can still just process 2 to 5 or 2 to 6 transactions per second. So again, Digibyte is not one of those coins that should be ignored. They're doing amazing things in the cryptocurrency space. Digibyte has 200,000 plus full nodes, and if you are a full node, that means you have the whole Digibyte ledger, and you're basically protecting the network. And to have 200,000 plus full nodes shows just how decentralized Digibyte is as a blockchain. That's a lot of nodes. I'm not sure how many full nodes there are in Bitcoin, but 200,000 plus full nodes is a lot. So Digibyte is very, very decentralized. Digibyte grew by 27,059% price-wise, and by 33,493% market cap-wise in 2017. So in 2017, there was the massive bull run, and Digibyte grew this much during that bull run. So as you can see, that during bull runs, when the market cap of the cryptocurrency space grows, Digibyte tends to grow really well with it, and I expect the next one to be the same as well. I see no reason why Digibyte won't do well, especially as more people become aware of Digibyte and what it has to offer. Digibyte has a large and very active community. Digibyte tech is used by some of the top 50 cryptocurrencies. This picture is basically comparing the Bitcoin network and Digibyte. Digibyte is basically the Lamborghini with what it has to offer. I mean, the Digibyte blockchain is basically a Lamborghini, and the Bitcoin blockchain is this old carriage of a car. First of its kind, poor scalability, and significantly slower, and that's Bitcoin. It's the first blockchain out there of its kind. It's still the king of the cryptocurrency space, but at the same time, it does have downfalls, and that's poor scalability and significantly slower compared to Digibyte, which is faster, more secure, and more decentralized, I believe. So Digibyte is the longest UTXO blockchain with over 10 million blocks. That's going to take Bitcoin until after the next century to reach that many blocks. There is no founder's reward in Digibyte. Nobody gets part of each block's reward except whoever mined it. So the founders of Digibyte are not getting any special treatment compared to any other user or any other Digibyte community member. For the founders to earn Digibyte, they have to do what we have to do, and that is either buy Digibyte on an exchange or mine Digibyte. But within the blocks and mining rewards, there's no portion of it designated to go to any of the founders. Whoever mines the block reward gets the coins, and it works the same with the founders as well, which is good because it's fair for everyone. The Digibyte founders and developers all purchase their Digibyte on an exchange at market rates or mine their own Digibyte just like you do. Again, fair for everyone. Fees for Digibyte are incredibly low, and in this block number 7658349, a user sent 342 million Digibyte, which is 6 million worth at the time, from the inputs of over 200 different addresses, and it cost 1/10 of a cent in fees and took only a few seconds to confirm. Now, I'm not sure how much that would have cost in Bitcoin, sending 6 million worth of Bitcoin, but I'm sure the fees would have been more than 1/10 of a cent, and it would have taken longer than a few seconds to confirm. That much is 100% certain, because Bitcoin never takes a few seconds to confirm. Bitcoin always takes minutes, 10 minutes minimum. Digibyte was the first coin to upgrade from a single mining algorithm to multi-algorithm for the additional security provided by having 5 times algorithms. This upgrade occurred in late 2014 as the multi-algo network upgrade. So in 2014, Digibyte upgraded to a multiple algorithm mining protocol, and they did this in order for the additional security that is provided when you have 5 algorithms instead of 1. And again, it just shows you how forward-thinking they are and how they focus on improving their tech. Digibyte is not an ICO. Some people confuse and think Digibyte was an ICO. Nope. Or a token launched on another network. Nope. But rather, it is a pure blockchain project with its own consensus rules. It's an actual coin. It's an actual project that started from the ground, from nothing, and it's grown naturally over time to where it is today. And there was no pre-funding or anything like that, as you see with ICOs or anything like that. And it's just grown naturally, really. As more people become aware of what Digibyte has to offer, what the tech has to offer, and how it's different from other coins, how it's different from Bitcoin in terms of the benefits it has to provide, the more the interest grows in Digibyte, and the more people want to own some. That's how it works. That's how I became interested in Digibyte when I saw what it had to offer. So Digibyte is available on 100 plus exchanges, including many different fiat pairing with local currencies, making it easier than ever to buy Digibyte. Digibyte has a known founder, Jared Tate. Unlike many other blockchain founders who abandoned their project, Jared is still active after 6 years with contributions on the Digibyte code base to this day. It's good that the founder's still around, I guess. Digibyte can do smart contracts thanks to its script language. You can run a whole lot of powerful tools on top of the Digibyte blockchain to power a decentralized app, a dApp. So just like Ethereum, Digibyte can also do smart contracts, and the blockchain is powerful enough that you can actually run like tools on top of it and build on top of it and build decentralized applications on the Digibyte network. Digibyte has wallets for Windows, Mac, Linux, Raspberry Pi, Android, iOS, and even Chrome OS. We are also supported on several dozen other third-party and hardware wallets, each unique from the others. I recommend a hardware wallet, and I recommend Ledger, and I do have a affiliate link in the description if you want to check out what Ledger is all about. Just go to their manufacturer's website and you'll get more information on why a Ledger is actually a good cryptocurrency hardware wallet to have in order to store your cryptocurrency assets. Now, Digi-ID by Digibyte is one of the simplest yet most secure authentication methods in the world. Now, what Digi-ID is basically, it's an application that is built on top of Digibyte. And you know when you have so many different blockchains out there and there's really no utility with them? Well, with Digibyte, one of the actual things that I do actually use, and that's Digi-ID, and I can't think of any other cryptocurrency project that I'm a part of where I actually used any of their applications, or if they even have much applications that's even usable, whereas Digi-ID is actually beneficial. Anyone can use it, and it's built on top of the Digibyte blockchain, and it's using its Digibyte technology, Digi-ID is. And what it basically is, it's a secure authentication method. So Digi-ID basically is like a password manager. So it generates passwords for you to be able to sign into websites or your accounts so that you don't have to remember your password, and it protects these passwords using cryptography. It's really, because I used to have a problem where I used to have so much passwords, I used to write them down, and I used to find that my passwords are very similar. So if someone hacked into one of my accounts, they could very well hack into other accounts that I have because they were very similar. It's not really good security, really. Whereas with Digi-ID, I don't even remember any of my passwords. I don't know any of my passwords. All I need to know is the seed phrase for Digi-ID or my recovery phrase for Digi-ID. So basically, I just have to remember one main password or know one main password. And from this main password, all my other passwords are generated from. Similar to basically how when you have a cryptocurrency wallet, you need to know your seed phrase. And from that seed phrase, all your accounts and balances that you have with that wallet generates from that seed phrase. And that's how Digi-ID works. So Digi-ID can enable you to, if a website supports Digi-ID, you can basically sign in or create an account without having to use a username or password. So you just take out your phone, go into the Digi-ID app or go into the Digibyte wallet app and scan the Digi-ID logo on the website, and bang, you can create your account, or bang, you can log into your account, and you did not have to put in any personal details like a username, email address, password. So if their systems ever were to get hacked, they don't really have your details. Your information is still secure because it's protected via the Digibyte blockchain via cryptography. So Digi-ID is a way to protect your details using cryptography, and it enables you to sign in without having to really give up any personal information. And it can also be used as a password manager for websites that actually do not support Digi-ID. So you still put in your email address, but when it comes to your password, you can just use Digi-ID and it generates you a password, again, that's protected via cryptography. And you don't have to memorize this password. It's secure, it's long, and it knows to always generate you the same password based upon the website you're logging into. So if you're logging into Facebook, for instance, and you scan the QR code, the app would just generate you the same password that is designated for your Facebook account. And if you're logging into your emails, then Digi-ID would give you the same password for your emails. And it's a very long, hard to memorize, difficult to guess password, secure as well. This is one of the actual applications that is built on top of Digibyte using their technology. And I do use Digi-ID. I recommend you to check it out. It's free and private and secure. And you don't even need to have Digibyte or own Digibyte to be able to use Digi-ID. It's literally free and very useful. The development of Digibyte is done by a worldwide team of volunteers who all donate their time out of a love for the project. So as you can see, Digibyte is a really community-based project where people are working on it for free, a bit like Bitcoin as well, where it's all done by devs that are volunteering their time. Now, there is no central company employing and paying people. It's all given freely by our incredible developers and supporting community, which is cool about decentralization, where anyone can volunteer and improve Digibyte and add to the protocol and so on. If you've got the expertise and the skills and you want to work on a Digibyte blockchain, then you're free to do so. The last Digibyte will be mined by the year 2035. There is less than half of all remaining Digibyte waiting to be mined by anybody in the world. These are not owned by anybody, unlike an ICO, and will be newly minted. So the Digibyte coins are minted, and the last will be mined in the year 2035. Now there's less than half left that's yet to be mined before we reach the full cap of 21 billion coins. Now, when all Digibyte have been mined, the network will continue to function with the miners mining/securing the network as they do at present. They will only get the transaction fees from sending Digibyte. So right now, miners, for securing the network, they earn from the block rewards, the mining rewards, and they earn from transaction fees. But once the mining rewards have come to an end by the year 2035, when all 21 billion Digibytes are mined, then the miners would continue to get rewards, but they would get their rewards from the transaction fees only. And that's where they would get their reward from for securing the network. The most popular core Digibyte wallet so far was our 6.14.2 release with 200,000 downloads. Nice. Digibyte was originally based on a fork of the Litecoin codebase. Okay, Digibyte was originally forked from Litecoin. Though a 100% independent blockchain with unique Genesis block, even though it was forked from Litecoin, it was its own independent blockchain. Digibyte has since maintained closer features with Bitcoin, while also significantly innovating and surpassing it. So as time went on, development-wise and features, Digibyte remained closer to Bitcoin than Litecoin, but also it's went way beyond Bitcoin when it comes to innovation, as you can see with the multi-algorithm, the digi-speed, the real-time difficulty adjustment with multi-shield and so on. Digibyte has just surpassed Bitcoin when it comes to innovation, and you can also see that in the coding as well. If you go to the GitHub page, you can build second layer networks on top of Digibyte, such as Digi assets, Lightning networks, ICOs, tokens, assets, and more. So you know how you have Ethereum and you can build ERC20 tokens? You can do that on Digibyte, and we call that Digi assets. So anyone can create a Digi asset on Digibyte. It's really simple. You don't even have to be a developer to create a Digi asset. They've made it really easy for people to do. And anyone can do that with Digibyte, make Digi assets, and these Digi assets can represent anything of value in the real world. For instance, you can build a Lightning network on top of Digibyte. As a blockchain itself, Digibyte does not need the Lightning network because it's already fast when it comes to confirming transactions, a 15-second block confirmation time. Unlike Bitcoin, it needs the Lightning network. Digibyte doesn't. And people can do ICOs, tokens, all that they can build on top of Digibyte if they want to. Now, they can't do that on top of Bitcoin, but you can do it on top of Digibyte. So I'm just trying to show you here how Digibyte is superior to Bitcoin and how it differentiates itself from Bitcoin as well. So did you know Digibyte implemented the Digispeed protocol in 2015? This allowed Digibyte to decrease from 30-second to 15-second block timings, lightning fast. So imagine block time for Digibyte was 30 seconds still. That is still very fast compared to Bitcoin. But with Digispeed, it's made it even quicker, and the block time now is 15-second block timings. Again, super fast. Digibyte was an early adopter of the Dandelion privacy protocol. And what this does is basically, this innovation helps protect your IP address. It helps mask your IP address while still maintaining Digibyte's ultra-fast 15-second block timings. So by masking your IP address, it helps protect your privacy, and Digibyte has this protocol embedded in their blockchain now. And again, just further shows just how forward-thinking, technology-driven Digibyte is. And this is why I love this coin. Did you know that Digibyte is permissionless? This means there is no individual or company to ask if you can build a dApp on top of it. Use it, send it, receive it, or accept it for your business, advertise it, promote it, you simply can. And that's the great thing about Digibyte being permissionless, and also Bitcoin as well is permissionless. So the Dandelion privacy protocol has been implemented into Digibyte Core, as well as the Digibyte Android and iOS apps, helping to protect your privacy even on a mobile phone. Really cool. It helps mask your IP address. Multi-Shield is a powerful difficulty adjustment algorithm. It ensures each of Digibyte's 5 times algorithms all mine roughly an equal amount of blocks while maintaining a steady 15-second timing. And that's what Multi-Shield does when it adjusts the difficulty in real time. It keeps things stable and balanced. Did you know that because of Multi-Shield, Digibyte has some of the most accurate and stable block timings, where other projects usually wait for 3 to 14 days to adjust? Multi-Shield tweaks, adjusts, and refines every single block, and it does it in real time. And this is what I was trying to explain before, where the difficulty can take days to adjust if 1 minute there's a sudden drop in hash power, or there's a sudden increase in hash power. Whereas with Multi-Shield, it is done in real time, and that's just better for the network overall. Dandelion is turned on by default for transactions to protect your IP address. You can opt out of the privacy protection it offers if you want to, though. Why would you want to do that? Digibyte is all about choice and what works for you personally. Digibyte is available in over 2 dozen wallets, so there's something that will fit everyone's requirements. Digibyte is an early adopter of the Prog Power algorithm for GPU-friendly mining. Cool. So with one of the mining algorithms, you can mine on your GPU, and in the early days, you could mine Bitcoin on your GPU, and to be able to mine Digibyte on the GPU is really cool. Digibyte One-Click Miner allows anybody to get started participating in mining Digibyte with their graphics card in their computer. Doing so earns you Digibyte while helping to secure the network. So you can also mine Digibyte with your graphic card. I'm not sure if this feature yet has been implemented. I think the devs are working on making this possible, where we have the one-click miner approach, but this is in the pipeline. So, or maybe it's done already, I'm not sure. So Digibyte mining is some of the most distributed in the industry. When a 7-day period in September 2019 was compared against Bitcoin and Litecoin, Digibyte had over 10 times the number of unique miners. This grew to over 20 times the unique miners when looking at a 3-month period. So it just shows how decentralized and distributed Digibyte mining is in the industry. And remember, because there's 5 different algorithms, miners have choice how they want to mine Digibyte. Unlike coins with a single mining algorithm, you just have to mine with that protocol, and there's not much flexibility like we have with Digibyte. So every month, the Digibyte that miners get as a block reward is decreased by 1%. This gives Digibyte a very smooth supply curve for new Digibyte rather than a halving event every few years. So with Bitcoin, every 4 years there's a halving event, and that means the supply of Bitcoin decreases. With Digibyte there is no halving event, but what happens is that every single month the block reward decreases by 1%, which means every single month Digibyte is becoming more scarce by 1%, and the supply of Digibyte is going to continue to drop by 1% up until it reaches 2035, and that's when all 21 billion Digibytes would be mined, and that's 15 years from now. The supply decreases by 1%. When I say the supply, I mean it's deflationary. The amount of new coins that come into existence every single month with Digibyte decreases by 1% because the mining reward, the block reward, decreases by 1% every single month. So it's a deflationary supply, whereas with Bitcoin it's also deflationary, but the halving takes place every 4 years. So that's the difference between Digibyte and Bitcoin when it comes to how they've both set up the inflation of their coin. Now, transactions on the Digibyte network are public but pseudo-anonymous. Just like Bitcoin, it's public and pseudo-anonymous. You can see them on a blockchain explorer. However, there is nothing inherently that can link a new transaction address to an end user. There are no usernames, email addresses, etc. required to use the Digibyte network. And the same with Bitcoin. The address is pseudo-anonymous. No one would know who the address belongs to unless you come out and expose yourself to let people know that the address belongs to you. Digibyte blocks have an expected 15-second time, which means every single day there are 5,760 new blocks added to the Digibyte blockchain. A single Digibyte can be divided up to 8 decimal places, just like Bitcoin, and is known as a Digi-Satoshi. With Bitcoin, it's known as a Satoshi, but with Digibyte, they have just added the word Digi in front of it. Digi-Satoshi, or DSAT for short. That's 1/100 million of a Digibyte, 1/100 millionth of a Digibyte. Each of the 5 algorithms that Digibyte uses to secure the network and mine new blocks has an equal 20% chance to find every single block. There is no priority given to one or another. So each algorithm has a 20% chance to find the next block, with no priority given to any of them. For a protocol upgrade to take place, over 70% of the network must agree and be in consensus that the upgrade will take place. This occurs by signaling support for it when blocks are mined over the course of a 1-week period. So it's decentralized, and there needs to be at least 70% consensus amongst the participants of the network in order for any protocol upgrade to happen on the Digibyte network. Now, there is a maximum of 21 billion Digibyte that will ever exist. This was intentionally chosen as a 1,000 to 1 ratio compared to Bitcoin's 21 million. No more can ever be created. And even with this ratio, if you just look at the Bitcoin price, if the Bitcoin price is like £7,000, then with this ratio, technically speaking, if we're just going by this ratio, then the price of Digibyte can be $7. If Bitcoin is 10,000, then the price of Digibyte can be $10. And is that possible? Who knows what the future holds with Digibyte as more people become aware of it, what it has to offer, and how it is superior compared to many of the altcoins out there, and even superior to Bitcoin tech-wise. So who knows where the price can be. Digibyte is available on thousands of cryptocurrency crypto ATMs around the world. This is a great way for people new to cryptocurrency to get involved through a more traditional method of currency exchange. So you can buy Digibyte on ATMs. Digibyte can be used to verify and validate documents, music, media, identity, and more. Although Digibyte excels as a means of exchanging value, it is not limited to just being a currency. Digibyte cannot ever have a centralized burning of the maximum supply as other ICOs or centrally controlled tokens can. So there's no burning in Digibyte because you only find centralized coins can do that. Whereas if you're truly decentralized, then no burning can really take place, because who has the supply to burn it? If you want to burn Digibyte, you're going to have to burn your own coins that you own if you want to do that. Because Digibyte is a fully decentralized project, it's impossible to issue a large-scale burning of unused Digibyte. At most, you could only ever destroy your own if you're willingly transferred them into the void. Transactions on the Digibyte blockchain cannot be undone by anybody. Once a transaction has been made, it is permanent. Did you accidentally send 50 Digibyte instead of 5? You'll need to ask the recipient to return the surplus, as there is no undo function and no central banking authority who can roll back transactions. And this is the same with Bitcoin as well, that the ledger is immutable. So once a transaction is made, you cannot change it. What is done is done. The name Digibyte was originally chosen as it signifies a digital byte of data. This is because blockchain technology such as Digibyte can be used for so much more than as a coin, such as silver or gold. Digibyte is incredibly multi-purpose. So there's more to Digibyte than just using it as a coin or currency. Digibyte blockchain can also be used to transfer data, like a digital byte of data. That's where the name came from, Digibyte, because it can be used to transfer bytes of data, basically, across the Digibyte blockchain. The Digibyte is fully decentralized, an open source project. Digibyte has extremely low transaction fees, very cheap compared to Bitcoin, and that's it. So these are some of the facts of Digibyte. I also recommend you check out their website if you want to know more about the Digibyte. It's truly decentralized, more secure, more faster. You can see on top, you can learn about Digi Assets, Digi-ID. You can download a wallet, and so on. You can learn more about the Digibyte currency. And so the question now that you understand, hopefully you understand Digibyte more as I went through those facts. And the question is, do you see potential in Digibyte? Now, I am in Digibyte for the long term. I know a lot of people are just running into Digibyte now because there's a pump and the price is going up, and their only intention is to make a quick profit and then quickly sell off. Now, that's not my agenda. I'm more of a buy low, hold, buy low, hold, buy low, hold sort of person. And I'm holding for the long run, because I do believe one day the cryptocurrency market cap is going to be in the trillions. I believe this market cap, which is 216,800,000,000 at the moment, is going to be in the trillions. And when that happens, who knows what the price of Digibyte can be. I mean, for that to happen, for the market to be in the trillions, there's going to be a lot of money flowing into the cryptocurrency space, a lot of money going into Bitcoin, and a lot of money going into altcoins that actually have potential, that actually can survive, and that actually has a real use case, a real beneficial purpose. And I do think Digibyte is one of them. As you can see from what I've shown you, that it's very forward thinking, it's very technologically driven, and in my opinion, it's going to be one of those coins when all these altcoins start collapsing and money starts flowing into the Bitcoin and starts flowing into other altcoins that really do have potential. I think Digibyte would be one of those coins that will be standing there, and I do believe it will be one of those coins one day in the top 10. When that happens, when the market cap of Bitcoin grows, the market cap of Digibyte is likely, when the market cap of the cryptocurrency space as a whole goes into the trillions, then the market cap of Digibyte as well can easily go into the billions. So if that happens, the price of Digibyte would increase as well, because there's more demand for Digibyte, more people buying Digibyte, more people owning Digibyte, more people wanting Digibyte. As the cryptocurrency space evolves, who knows what can happen next? So I do believe Digibyte at 1 cent, just under 2 cents, is still cheap if you're looking at it the way I'm looking at it in terms of a long-term vision. And I do think Digibyte has the potential to be worth over $1. Remember, the supply is 21 billion compared to Bitcoin, which is 21 million. So for every one Bitcoin, there is 1,000 Digibytes. So if the price of Bitcoin reaches 50,000 one day, the price of Digibyte can be $50. I believe that's correct. $50. Yeah, because if the price of Bitcoin right now is 7,900, the price of Digibyte can be $7.9. So that's possible. It really is possible. Whether it's going to happen, I don't know, but I do believe it is undervalued, or not, should I say, rather than say undervalued, I do believe the price now is cheap compared to where it can potentially be in the future. That's what I do believe. And I do believe this coin is going to be here for a while. It's going to be here for a long while, actually, just as any of the coins like Bitcoin, just like Bitcoin, for instance, is going to be here for a while, and Digibyte is also going to be here for a while. And as more people learn about the cryptocurrency space, they get into cryptocurrency through Bitcoin, and then they start looking into altcoins, and they start seeing, oh, what makes Digibyte better or different than Bitcoin? It's faster, it's more secure, it's more decentralized, and so on. Then money would flow into Digibyte as well, because people who understand Bitcoin would see the superiority in Digibyte and what it has to offer, and money would flow into it as a result. And Digibyte is one of those coins that can be worth over $1. When? I don't know. If it is going to happen 100%, I can't guarantee it. So I always advise and I recommend that you do your own research and don't ever invest in anything you do not understand. Before you do invest in anything, make sure you've done your due diligence. So that's all for now. I just wanted to talk about Digibyte, why I like this coin, and why I'm still buying Digibyte, dollar cost averaging into buying Digibyte over time, and it's one of my long-term holds. And when it comes to altcoins, because I do love Bitcoin as well, as a store of value or a safe haven, not necessarily as a currency, but I do like Bitcoin for those reasons. It's like digital gold. And as this space develops, I do think when it comes to the altcoin market, only a few would really survive or be around or really stand out. Majority of them are going to collapse. And I do think Digibyte it has enough going for it, technologically wise, and it's very forward thinking, and it's very an active community. It has enough going for it in order for it to stand out and to be one of those altcoins that can be in the top 10, and to be one of those altcoins that people would see value in. That's all for now. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon so as to not miss my next videos, and goodbye and take care.
Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell notification icon so as to not miss my next video. Take care and goodbye.